A price war going on in the auto market in China. I want to talk about your latest deliveries for Q1. It was down 47% year over year to 18,230 units. Give us a little bit of an outlook for the auto space and your market.
That's correct. Yes, the Chinese auto market is faced with price, competition at the moment. Not just the electric vehicles, but also the ICEs has been slashing prices because the upcoming change in emission standard. But I think those are going to be the short term. I would say the constraint and shocks to the system. We start to see that price movement stabilize in the second half of this year. But more importantly is that as a competitor in this very, I would say, competitive landscape, you have to be, one, very differentiated with your product and technology. Two is really understand how to produce cost competitive and price competitive products. And that's why we launched our SEPA 2.0 architecture as well as the G6 today. The delivery numbers in the first quarter reflected the pressure I mentioned on the older models. As we started to launch P7 at the end of the first quarter, and we'll be delivering G6 at the end of this quarter, I think the delivery number will start to recover in the second half. We have very high expectations of that momentum.
At the weekend, we heard from founder Xpeng, and he said that there is a need to achieve annual sales of 3 million units in order to survive beyond a decade. Can you give us an idea of when you expect to reach 3 million units?
Well, I think the 3 million number is really looking at the industry landscape in the outer years, let's say 5 to 10 years later. We believe that the smart EV sector will be a lot more concentrated compared to the older automotive market. The players that possesses both the technology, the sales, the brand, the channels will be limited in numbers, and also the scale is very important to reach those levels. So in a market, down to 7 to 8 players globally, I think 3 million will be a small, sort of entry ticket to be in that final group. We think that's something probably needs to come together, play out in the industry setting probably in the next 5 to 10 years, and we certainly hope Xpeng will be one of those 8 players in the global stage at the time.